MW2 2022 was shit. MW3 2023 charged me another 60 quid for the same experience I got the previous year, but with maps from a 14-year-old game squeezed into it, because they are so bankrupt for ideas. But let's just put a pin in that for a second. Black Ops 6, Treyarch releasing once again that you're gonna have to use the Black Ops name for marketing purposes if you wish to achieve anything with Call of Duty.
Here I come.
They did it with Cold War, and they've done it again here. And yeah, I might have had a little cry, a little whine, a little boo-hoo, a little baby Shrek. But I too suck into the hype surrounding a franchise that I fully know well does not give a shit about people like me. I have pure hatred for the direction Call of Duty has gone in these past couple of years. Wow, I know, shock horror. The 21-year-old that finishes every video off with, "I'm not the kid anymore, new game bad," thinks that COD is truly washed. I know, how brave.
I think a lot of people are frustrated with games running slowly and looking bad, especially when they look like a blurry, smeared mess of pixels. And that's exactly what we're getting here with Monster Hunter Wilds. This video isn't just about that, but it's kind of what sparked me onto this topic, because this is a bigger topic in PC gaming where it doesn't feel like the visuals you're getting are matching the performance that you're getting. Because it's one thing if a game looks unbelievably stunning and is difficult to run, but it's another thing if the game looks kind of mid and still is incredibly difficult to run. Let's freeze this here for a second.
This is very accurate and very true. A 3060, yeah. I think you should be able to run a game like this on a 3060. And I do think that game optimization is a lost art. And I think that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is an example of a company that still captures that. Because one of the things that really makes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 a good game is the fact that it actually does have very good optimization.
We as people generally prefer to look at physically attractive individuals. We instinctively seek out beauty, we're drawn to it, and we enjoy being around it. Why do you think so many Hollywood actors or models or pop stars are conventionally good looking? It's the same reason we don't go to art galleries to look at children's finger paintings. We want to experience something higher and better, something aspirational. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but there it is. The truth of the matter is that nobody enjoys looking at ugly people. Yeah, we know that most of us don't look like Chris Hemsworth or Sydney Sweeney, and that's okay. We know we'll never have a body like Chris Redfield or Lara Croft, and that's okay too. Why? Because we're not narcissistic idiots who need to see ourselves reflected in everything that we see and do, or have all our hang-ups and insecurities validated by pulling everyone down to our level. Believe it or not, human beings are a lot more mature and resilient than that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is an Activision game. So the gameplay was probably the only highlight amongst an array of problems.
But I do think if something is optimized, it should the visuals should match what the performance is. And open world or not, 37 FPS on something that looks like this seems unreasonable to me.
I'm aware of why I don't like it just from a gameplay standard, but there's also so many other reasons. Microtransactions, content, progression system. I just truly think the franchise has become the most directionless.
General Shepard sends his regards.
Big Chungus sends his regards.
Blandest, stalest fucking chore of a video game.
But this year, the Xbox Showcase, I have to admit that there was slop. There was a lot of slop, believe me. Bro, this looks like a mobile game.
A very special performance of the music of Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, plus Resident Evil Requiem.
Is this propaganda? Yeah, a little bit, right? It's a shit game to put a shit message out there. It's like, imagine being somebody that lived through World War II Nazi Germany and then thinking like, oh yeah, Donald Trump arresting criminals is like, yeah, this is kind of like the same thing, you know?
Yeah, they really think that Outer Worlds is going to be their system seller or something. I don't get it. Capitalism le bad? There's no way. Where's Rick Sanchez? Where is Rick Sanchez? Fair enough, Xbox actually has a game. Oh, this winter as well. Okay, I kneel. Xbox actually has a game. It's not an exclusive though, but...
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first.
I love the irony of we're here for the consumer first, and the game you've been teasing for like 4 years. You show it on a handheld.
So what's next? The Ally releases later this year.
Oh my god, they're actually doing it, bro. They're locking it behind a handheld. They're locking it behind a handheld. They actually are locking it behind a handheld. Nice one, not even giving a date for Silk Song, by the way. Just later this year. Beast of Reincarnation. The final boss is just the frame rate. They've got a year to fix the frame rate.
When was the last time you saw a game trailer where somebody got punched in the dick? You don't see that every day. DEI? Yeah, there are 2 women in that. I don't know what to say about that, guys.
Oh, I literally made a joke, like, don't do Elder Scrolls Online, and they're doing it. Yeah, chat, can we get the bed emojis? How did someone think this was Fable? Oh my god, the L's coming in now. I like how the original Oblivion actually has better animations. Everything but Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah, true. Bro, they played the fishing for an hour before the stream even started. Please, just let it go, man. Oh my god, they've got fishing.
Cast your line.
Oh my god. When did Far Cry 5 come out? 2018. We had fishing in 2018, by the way.
You know, I'm old enough to remember a crazy, wild time back in the depths of history where you could buy a game, put it in your game's console, and guess what? It would just work. No 5-hour installs, no queue of hard drive devouring updates, no laundry list of patches just to get the thing running. You just put it in and played it. And the best part is you could keep playing it as long as you still had the disc and didn't decide to use it as a coffee coaster or a doorstop.
And what we've started to see is games actually being led by investment firms. We stop seeing games developers as this, and we start seeing them as this. And this is something that's got a hold of the industry. This is investor-led games development. The truth is, when we look at games development as an industry, all of the money goes into projects that don't really innovate because it's too much risk. If we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars into a gaming enterprise, that money is going to go into something that they have more of a guaranteed return on investment as opposed to something that's a complete risk. So how do we fix this? We can't. We need one breakout game that completely breaks the mold and encourages investment in the industry. A game that starts off from a small indie developer where they do try something new and it completely shatters all sales records. If we think about the way Grand Theft Auto changed gaming back in the day, we need that again, but from an indie developer.
Number 72. For the first time in history, we are looking at a Call of Duty that is not topping the charts whatsoever.
But it's not just your own game that you want to influence. You also want to force your newfound ideology into other games that are in development. Games like the long-running and highly successful adventure series that basically made Disobedient Canine what they are today. It seems like I'm not the only one who feels like gamers are getting a bit of a shitty deal these days, which is why the Stop Killing Games movement has gained so much traction over the past few weeks. And well, people have had enough now. I know I have.
Someone said that game is already out on Roblox.